Pardon me, but could I talk to you for a minute? Listen, when I look back over my life, just thinking about the places I've gone and things I've done, you know, God's love for me was so great and so strong. Even then, He was loving me in spite of the fact that I was drinking and thinking, drugging and bugging, slipping and dipping. You know, anybody that was out there doing those things, you know where I'm coming from. You know, I just want to take the time to tell my story. You know, I was thinking life was all about having fun and how I feel. But how many of you know that life is not about fun and how you feel? But when I think about what Jesus said in John 3:16, He said, "For God so loved the world, He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in Him shall not die but have everlasting life." Yeah, and having an older brother or sister to talk to look up to talk to about certain things. I was the oldest of 12 children, but you know, I was just trying things. You know, trying things can really get you into trouble. And that's what the devil wants to do to most of us early in life, young people. His job and motive is to kill, steal, and destroy. You know, I had a very interesting life. I had a close cousin named Cubby. And Cubby would say, "Hey man, if you try it, I'll try it." And from there we began to try different things. Although I had a loving, kind, God-fearing mother who would always say to me, she would say, "Reggie, God's got a way." She would say, "Reggie, God's way is the right way. He is the way, the truth, and the life." She even taught me the golden rules: do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. All those things that a mother would instill in her children, you know. She was praying and sowing seeds for me right then. But still I found myself smoking cigarettes, doing things like smoking marijuana. I even learned the different kinds of marijuana: Acapulco Gold, Sesame, some call it Cess. And then it was Thai stick marijuana that grew around a stick. You know, yeah, I was getting blind, y'all. That's right, I was blind and couldn't see, and that's a bad way to be. And then it was drinking alcohol, and occasionally every day. Whether it was rum and coke, Canadian Mist, Hennessy's, Cognac, Tanqueray. Some even call some of that stuff Naughty Head, that gin. And that's how I felt sometimes, like I had a knot on my head. And then it was cocaine. You see how my life was going? Cocaine, cut, uncut, powdered, cooked up and rocked. Some call it crack. And at the same time, I was still trying to get back on track in life. And then I began to get more into the nightlife. You know, I got into the nightclub thing, playing music as a DJ in the nightclubs. In other words, I was still playing on the devil's playgrounds, looking, searching, feeling, fumbling, still trying to find my way. Still in search of a peace of mind. Tonight this girl, tomorrow night that girl, or somebody's girl, John's girl, Ike's girl. Hopefully it wasn't your girl. Life can really take you through some changes sometimes.
Your life can be changed if only you believe. Your life can be changed if only you believe.
One night after coming home from one of the nightclubs, I happened to be in the area where my mother lived. You know, Mama's house is always home. Well, I came in that night so high, I felt like I was up there, out there. I had a lot of everything, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, you know. And I could still see Mama standing there by the window ironing, listening to her music. Of course, you know it was gospel music. And I was so high and so tired, I just collapsed across the couch. I mean, I just fell out. While I was out, I began to hear while I was asleep. I could hear a song playing on the radio. I felt like I was dreaming that a man was saying, "This is just a rehearsal, this life." I woke up and I said, Mama, was there such a song playing on the radio saying something about a rehearsal? She said, yeah, it was Willie Neal Johnson in the gospel keynotes. I began right then to see my life as just a rehearsal. The Lord was letting me know that the life I was rehearsing was a life of sin, hell, and destruction. And that place in my life, I had to make a decision, either to keep rehearsing, to go to hell, or start living my life, living it eternally with Jesus. You know, God is so good and He's so worthy to be praised. I tell you, when I think about the fact that God gives us a choice, He said in Deuteronomy 30th chapter, the 19th verse, this day He set before each of us life and death, blessings and curses. Therefore choose life. Joshua 24:15 says, choose ye this day whom ye will serve. The way I feel about it, now I'm just like Joshua. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. See, the only hard part about this life is living it apart from the one who created us for His glory. So I just want to tell anybody that's out there listening right now, whether you're listening to the radio in your car or at home, you see, I had a choice and I made that choice. I was tired of living the life of sin, and I saw what was happening in my life. I just believed God. Somebody came by one day and they told me that if you read Romans the 10th chapter and the 9th verse, that if a man believe in his heart and confess with his mouth, he can be saved. I'm so glad the Lord saved me. He took me out of all of that mess. I believe God, and it's only about believing. If only you believe, you can have life, you can have it more abundantly. Your life can be changed if only you believe. Only believe. Your life, my life, anybody that's listening right now, your life can be changed. If only you believe, trust in the Lord, do good, be of good courage. Don't be afraid to surrender your life to Him. Believe in Him, love Him, desire Him, choose Him, trust Him. Truly, truly understand what I'm trying to say to you right now. Your life can be changed if only you believe.